Oh, we have to because we have to determine if
Matter
they
for-
have their license
A week, I can't get rid of
for
it.
a day, 3 days, a week, forever.
Ready. Do it from in there now?
Oh, can you see him?
Oh.
Which way should I go?
Yeah, I won't be able to see him from
Uh,
that angle.
Okay. Welcome, everyone. I'd like to call the May 20th, 2008 meeting to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Chairman, all 5 selectmen are present, as well as the town administrator.
Okay. Citizens' participation. Is there anyone that would like to address the board this evening? Okay.
My name is Franklin W. Smith, and I live on Longwood Avenue in Onset. I wish to take this opportunity to thank this Board of Selectmen and our town administrator for the positive results that we're beginning to enjoy in our town of Wareham. We are finally moving in the right direction. A few years ago, I came before the previous Board of Selectmen. None of you were here then. With a citizen's signed petition and appeal to them to enforce a sign bylaw that has been ignored since its inception many years ago. They did not act, but passed me off to the Board of Appeals, and then they suggested I go and talk to Chuck Grigas at the Old Town Hall. His response was that the Board of Selectmen should have acted on this request and not passed it off to someone else. As you can easily see, it was a deliberate act by the board in an attempt to discourage me. This sign bylaw was put in place to protect the appearance and Victorian ambience of the Village of Onset against illegal signage. The bylaw reads for Onset Village Commercial, allowed signs. Any premises may have 1 or 2 signs totaling not more than 18 square feet, either attached to a building or freestanding, so long as the sign content exclusively refers to the establishment, services, activities, or the type of product on the premises, but not brand name signs. The sign does not overhang a public walkway, and the sign is not internally lit. Please take a look at all the internally lit neon signs, name brand signs, paper signs, sidewalk signs, and so on Onset Avenue. This has a degrading effect on the area, and it helps to create a breeding ground for more serious violations. I sit here tonight not asking for special favors or for the town to spend money which it doesn't have, but merely asking you to enforce the law as it is written. It will have a positive effect as it improves the appearance of the village and have a magnetic appeal to draw in quality business, which is very much needed in the town of Wareham. I will place my trust in this board and our town administrator to act accordingly. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay,
Smith.
thank you.
May I leave this with you?
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Nice to see you all again, and I really have to actually ditto what he said about you people.
You just,
This
give
is
your
Larry
name.
Gaines from Wareham. I think you're doing the best possible job as quick as you can do it. Just keep doing it, okay? I'm only here tonight because we had quite a bit of confusion in the building amongst seniors, as usual. There has been a major change in GATRA services for some of them, and it seems that evidently some of these people had no warning of it. And a lot of them, you know, they're older and they get a little panicky and they start writing all kinds of scripts. My reason here is to try to have you elaborate more on what is actually going to happen to these people who have been left, I guess, temporary out of the cold. How, if they really need a ride to get to their luncheon or to this building for whatever reason. They've been coming for years. I understand our fiscal year starts in July. Am I correct on that?
Yes.
Okay. Why is this happening now before the new fiscal starts? Hasn't the expenditures been planned for these things up to that point? I'm asking a question.
Well, I'll defer to Mr. McCall.
Oh, okay.
It's a very good question, and common sense would seem to dictate that it shouldn't happen midstream, but that's what happened with the GATRA funding from the state. It was cut mid-year. We tried the very best to get the word out. I know we've talked about this probably for about 3 months now. We are transitioning. We have 1 full-time driver, 2 part-timers. We have it posted. We have it on the website. We have probably 3 people that are actively seeking to join part-time. It's 19 hours a week, $13 an hour. You have to get a CDL. You have to be passenger certified. Anyone who's interested. We'd love to have some robust interest in this. It is temporary. I think within a couple of weeks we're going to be able to smooth this out. And we've tried to do the very best we can. It's just a lack of drivers at this point. Beyond that, Mr. Sanjanet and myself met with Mr. Gay from GATRA on Friday, Frank Gay, and he's trying to chase down some additional drivers. So we're working through it. It's a very serious issue. We're not taking it lightly, and we certainly hope to get everyone back with the level of transportation they're accustomed to. We are giving priority to handicapped and medical calls right now. So I think within a couple of weeks, we're going to see a lot of relief.
The other question I had GATRA cut our funding in Wareham? When did
Yes.
they do that?
I don't recall. I know that we've been
April,
talking
I
about
believe.
this for 3 months. I don't want to pick a month.
I
think
believe it was April.
April? How
I
much
think it
was it
was-
for? How much did they cut?
I don't have
Do you
that.
know?
I don't recall at this point.
They did cut
I'd
it,
be
yeah.
happy to pull the file on that.
And if the situation is so short with drivers, the ones that were laid off, why couldn't they be rehired? Or
I
have they
think-
been offered re-offered the job?
They were, and I think a couple of them are right now.
I don't know. I'm asked, this is strictly questions. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. And people ask me these questions, they ask other people the questions.
Sure.
And we see each other almost every day, you know. You've been down, you know, John.
Mm-hmm.
And I think hearing it, a lot of people watch television, and maybe it could make them understand more. But if we have, I mean, one day this week, there were, the meals area was almost empty, because those people had expected to come here regular basis. I talked to a 90-year-old woman today who doesn't even have to pay the price because she's over 90, and she couldn't get a meal. She couldn't get to the meal. And but she was not aware of this. There was a note that I found posted that's not signed, and I don't know if you guys seen this?
No.
Who's responsible for this?
I don't know what it is.
Could I,
It was posted on the bulletin board downstairs.
Mr. Chair,
what it was posted.
Mr. Chairman, if it's all right with you, do you want me to read it, or I'm going to give it to Bruce?
Getting these you
You
need
can-
some more?
you
I
can
got a
read it.
couple more, not a
Mr.
lot.
Gaines, if you can just wait a moment, what I'll do is I'll read this for the board so we won't have to pass it through. It's dated May 12th. Dear clients, due to GATRA cuts, we have lost 3 of our full-time drivers. Until we can hire more drivers, we will not be able to accommodate everyone's needs. Effective as of Wednesday, May 14th, we will only be transporting ADA medicals, our daycare, and shoppers only on Friday. We are asking everyone to please be patient and bear with us until we can resume our normal transportation schedule. This is only temporary, and we hope to have this problem resolved soon. If there are any questions, please call us at 291-3130. Sincerely, the Wareham Senior and Social Services.
So that I saw posted today, and it was,
May
that's
12th.
it. But I mean, there's still a lot of confusion of people who are really, they're sort of afraid that you guys are going to forget them.
Well, that won't happen. I can
Okay.
assure you that.
Is there anything you could possibly do relatively immediately to at least, that was it, the 12th it was written and it was posted the 14th? That's no kind of a notice. See, you give some, maybe they could have gotten friends or family or someone to give them, get them there. Is there anything you can do about that, John?
Well, I can say it's something we take very seriously. We've talked about for months. It was probably